Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. It is March 17th, 2026. Got us some sage going here. I don't know about you, but I've been feeling the energy of wanting to fight, you know? And I just don't know quite what that's all about, except that I don't think it's my energy. I mean, I don't want to fight anybody per se, but the energy of wanting to fight is out there, so maybe it resonates with you for something going on in your life. The energy is really heavy and full of disappointment. Full of disappointment. So we're going to check in with the planetary circumstance. This will be a general read for the planetary circumstance. Please take it as it resonates or don't. If the storyline doesn't resonate with you, please don't be mad or nothing, because we got enough of that negativity in the world already. Please and thank you. Alrighty then, so let us check in, shall we? Alright. In the central energy. We got the Ace of Pentacles, abundance. Get this back over here. So you're coming into some abundance, and somebody is heartbroken because they're getting cut out. They're cut out. You've got a financial opportunity. You're heading out on a new venture, and somebody's heartbroken because you've got your guard up. You've got your guard up, and it's like, hey, you're avoiding them. You're like, look, I got my abundance here, and it's like, you know how when you come into something that's really nice, and then all of a sudden these family members or friends that are kind of mean, and they only reach out, you know, when they have to, or when you got something that perhaps you might want to share. Yeah, you're not dealing with that, or at least whoever's in this storyline isn't dealing with that. In the challenge position. Five of Swords. Competition, rivalry. They chose to make you opposition. They wanted to compete. They wanted to rival, and, you know, it's odd to me, and it's quite sad that those who don't have this abundance inside of them trade those who do have it inside of them for a cheaper version and a few bucks from the devil. It's so freaking sad. And especially when you can see public photographs that are so very obvious that this has occurred. And they're sitting there smiling, rolling in their wealth with a fraud. So disappointing. So disappointing. In the subconscious, Queen of Pentacles. You might be providing financially, but you're not providing financially for whoever is heartbroken. Those people that were trying to steal your Ace of Pentacles from you. You're not giving them shit. Bug off. Nasty. Queen of Cups in the recent past. Emotionally stable, mentally stable, you know. And so, I did make a post earlier because I was having some severe vengeance thought forms going through my mind. And I had to stop myself and recognize that I'm an empath, and I'm picking up on vengeance. But vengeance has never been mine. In the over 20 years that I was consciously aware that they were trying to claim my soul, and I had to fight for it, I never did seek vengeance. I never did once become combative. I took care of my household and myself. But they were certainly combative. Oh, they kept hitting me up one side and down the other. They got on the inside and hit me up on one side and down the other. I'm sure many of you can relate. So we got the Queen of Cups here. She's mentally stable, intentions and expectations. We've got the Two of Wands. There could be some travel plans going on. We got union and love. So somebody might be leaving home. It's amazing to me, that there's a lot of shifts and stuff. And there's the tendency, I think for me anyway, to kind of feel like I'm getting left out, I'm like, I'm here and all y'all are out there celebrating and stuff or whatever. And I just feel like it's like, I don't know. Are we all in the same dimension or what? Because I don't know. Alrighty then, so Queen of Cups is there making travel plans in the near future. Death. The lens is being looked through. King of Cups. In the environment, Power of 3. Guys, what the hell? Are you shitting me? Hopes and fears. Ten of Pentacles. The outgoing energy. Strength. Strength and courage. Life of luxury. Somebody's under judgment. There's judgment and justice are being delivered quickly. Yeah, because the Queen of Wands, or the diligent and determined intention to live and to prosper, is what this Queen of Wands is doing. Her faith has been tested. She's weary, and she's got public recognition. King of Swords knows the truth about a passion project, so he's sitting there bringing the truth to the total love and support foundation for the Earth Angels. We're not going to deal with, Mr. Casanova. So yeah, they're getting left behind on this new beginning, on this new rebirth. And they're out there, there's not very many. Feels like a whole group of them left last night, this morning, sometime. They got ushered out. This sabotaging people's Merkabas is a really bad idea. right, so you got the Ace of Pentacles here. You got a new career, a new financial opportunity. You're coming into your abundance. And somebody is heartbroken here. They're suffering and in grief because you've got your guard up. You're avoiding them at all costs. They're not able to get back into your heart. They're getting cut out. They're getting cut off. You're no longer serving them. You're no longer offering them a paycheck. These people who made you a rival, they chose to make you opposition when it was you that was signing the check every month. Now they're no longer going to get a check. It's the end of their charity. Overload. They're on overload. You got this Ace of Pentacles. They're getting divorced. Your guard is up. There's overload here for whoever this rival is of yours. They're getting cut out. They're heartbroken. Their challenge is that they made you a rival. They decided that the one who was making their life easy street needed to go in the hole, and she said, you know, bop on freaking goo, rival. You're going to have to piss off and go take care of your own damn responsibilities. How about that? Get a job. How about that? Get a damn job. Lay down your weapon and go make some money so that you can eat. Get a job at a fast food restaurant. You can have free lunch and stuff. These guys were wanting sudden wealth. So they're on overload now. They're over freaking loaded. They're heartbroken. They're got cut off of your abundance. They wanted your abundance. They got divorced out of your abundance. No more freaking charity for the freeloader. So they were going after sudden wealth. They see your sudden wealth and it's like, oh no. You know, they don't have any soul value in their soul. They don't have, they were chasing this and and fighting, being vicious, being cruel. There's not one kind bone in their body. Now they're crying. They want somebody to help them. These men who decided to attack and try to destroy a woman need somebody to help them. Queen of Pentacles is here. It could be there's a Queen of Pentacles. We got chasing quick gains, overestimating potential returns, and underestimating the risks. Queen of Cups is in the recent past. She stayed emotionally stable while she was being exploited. Others had power over her. She was suffering from exploitive labor practices. Queen of Cups, exploitations. Queen of Cups, the love of divine feminine, was being exploited. We got the Two of Wands here, travel plans. It was an enterprise. There could have been something, maybe they were planning on delivering something. Bang. Queen of Cups, suffering from exploitive labor practices. Somebody was exploiting the Queen of Cups. Could be a Queen of Cups that was exploiting others. Making travel plans. We got a warning here. We're going to have to get some more clarification. We got death. It could be, you know, I mean, these fellas, you know, there's a lot of death happening, a lot of transitions, a lot of transfers, a lot of, I don't know, these guys are opening gates and walking through portals and winding up on freaking moons and other galaxies and stuff. It's cold on somewhere, I guess it's cold, according to the curator and his buddies. They need the sun. They might be far away from the sun. There's not a whole lot of warmth. And so one of them said the other day that it was like very like Stone Age, archaic. I think that was the word they used. So it's like they're starting over at the beginning. Whoa. Help. Death. Help. So somebody's seeking help. Death is here. Somebody's seeking help. Somebody wants help. A mimicker. Somebody wants help. So there's death, and somebody wants help. They were pretending. So this is the end of somebody who now needs help, pretending to be you, to be what? They need help. They need help because it's impossible to reverse whatever it is they did. Time is relentless. And they're wearing a mask. They're not even who they say they are. They're pretending that they are somebody else. And now they're like, oh no, what do I do? Yes, they were not qualified for the position that they unalived somebody for and then pretended to be. Yeah. Mimic. Yeah, so they're all dying now. All those frauds, phonies, all these phonies that have already unalived somebody and then wore the smile like, it's me. No, it's not, you lazy piece of shit. You can't even get the job done. You're sitting there pretending by destroying everything. And it's crazy to me. They want all the money, but they want to destroy everything. They want to live in a pile of rubble with their own little circle of friends, and everything's golden, and the rest of the world is ash and fire. King of Cups is here. The lens is being looked through. They might be looking at this King of Cups. They might be wanting his help. We got a Queen of Cups over there, having powers over her, suffering from exploitive labor practices. King of Cups is here. Oh, shit. Third party enemy. He's been having a happily ever after by himself for a long time. Isn't it lovely? With the power of 3, they're still here, very much doing their magic. Looking at your 10 of Pentacles. Everybody's wanting the freaking money, man. Queen of Pentacles is chasing quick gains. This rival is seeking sudden wealth. This King of Cups is a third-party situation wanting to ride that pony up onto that mountaintop and then say he did it all by himself. Power of 3 in the environment here. What are they doing? What are they collaborating on? Whoa. Oh, that came here. So money worship. Money worship. They've been exploiting the Queen of Cups for a long time for profit. They are being warned. They are being warned. She's leaving home. They're being warned. Power of 3 is worshiping money. They're looking at your inheritance here. Your 10 of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. This freaking King of Cups, oh, he knows, honey, he's been exploiting you. You might have had a contract with this yo-yo at some time, and now they're overloaded because there's a divorce. You got divorced, and you're like, hey, stay away from me, you lazy piece of shit. Go have your happy ending with the one you chose. Go have a happy ending on your own, you loser. Go fucking do it by yourself. They're stalking you for your 10 of Pentacles. They know who you are and what you got, twin flames. So they're stalking the 10 of Pentacles that belong to the true twin flames. We've got strength here. Strength and courage. Digital whisper. You remained courageous. So you may have a digital family, you know, but you're still very much alone. Honor. Honor. You're not alone in this storm. You're high honor. You know, that's why this King of Cups and all his mask-wearing friends have been exploiting you. And they're sitting here trying to gain wealth off of you. But they're all getting cut off of your Ace of Pentacles. Losers, man. Fucking losers. You're getting an unexpected surprise. Or there could be an unexpected surprise for these a-holes that are spying on you. You may have escaped. The walls are closing in, or you are removing the walls built by cultural differences because you were able to bend without breaking. They did not assess you well. You got guidance from above, and you could be the secret weapon. Yes. The secret weapon, unseen by foes, a silent strike. There's an unexpected event. There's a commitment to an unexpected event. It could be that these twin flames are going to do it. You're reaching out first because you were in a trap and somebody was gambling with you. Somebody gambled with the gift. Now they're distracted. They're going to prison because you have a new oath. They're being condemned for how they treated you with their oath. And it's so sick. It's so sick. Every time I see one of those rich men show up with an obvious downgrade look-alike for a wife, it just infuriates me. A-holes playing with the souls of freaking divine women for profit. Nothing. You've got an Ace of Pentacles here. These ones, Mr. Lazy piece of shit. Oh, I'm overloaded. I've never worked before in my life. I just get a stiffy and then draw off the soul value of a divine woman. No. Got to get a fucking job. Poor little a-hole. Poor little guy. Go get a job. You're divorced out of this woman's energy. Go get a damn job, man. You signed up for it. You deal with it. You signed up for it. You deal with it. Mr. Casanova, want sudden wealth? Yeah, you got to work for it this time. And it's going to be real hard. Because all of the exploitation that you have been doing, man. Bad. They took a gamble. They gambled you and they lost. They're overloaded right now because you got your guard up. You're like, stay away from me. You know, Five of Swords. Five of Swords. This is who he is. He just wants his soul value out of you. And they love to have sex with their sacrifices, these pieces of crap. They like to make you think they love you first so they can really fracture your soul with a betrayal. Son of a bitch. So they can pretend with somebody else. So they can mirror you. Pretend that they have the value. The key. They want to mirror the key. You are the key. They gambled you. They lost. You found the core of the problem. You were the key. You were the key. They got so freaking drunk over the last thousands of years that they lost track of the key. Wait, who is it again? Wait, who is it again? Well, we got the Queen of Pentacles here. Chasing quick gains, overestimating potential returns, and underestimating the risks. Yes, this mirror here. Chasing after sudden wealth. Look, we got encounter. You might be encountering somebody. You might be encountering somebody soon. Empty room. Exploitation. Empty room. So the Queen of Cups is here, and it's like these guys, they were exploiting the Queens of Cups, right? They were using them in their sexuality, and that's the end of this opportunity. No more freaking bedroom sex magic, exploiting them, sending the pornographic movies of loving people throughout the freaking universe, you sick piece of shit. There's a change. There's a transformation. They can't touch you anymore. You're like, get the F off me, you lousy piece of shit. Go do the work yourself. You're so damn clever. Do it. Two of Wands, travel plans, a warning. Firing a warning shot as a sign of authority and control. There is a transformation here. There is change. Newborn and evolved. The love of the divine feminine has evolved through the pain, the torture, and the suffering, and the endless death by them. Working real hard. Death. Oh yeah, they like that. They like those movies on the dark web. So there's a change. So we got death, seeking help. They were mimicking your soul value. Time is relentless. They cannot reverse what they have done. This is a permanent impact. This social mask, this fraud of the shadows. This fraud getting a mask. We've got a rest. So we're taking a rest from the shadow. We're getting a new beginning. It's time to rest. The shadow is on the other side. They're wearing a mask. There's death here. You're getting a new beginning. This is the end of you messing around with these mask-wearing phonies. These destroyers of everything. These thieves. These thieves pretending that they are love. And then riding up to the top of the mountain like they're the only thing that did it. They don't mention the 5,000 freaking women they exploited and sent pornography throughout the universe, telling everybody what a prostitute they are. These freaking rapists, baby eaters, pieces of shit, pretending to be divine masculines, torment, bondage. That's where he's going to be. This King of Pentacles, third party enemy, happy ending all by your damn self there, bro. Yeah, now they're being tormented. We got the powers of 3, money worshipping in the environment. Power 3, collaborating. They want to get that money. Money. And we got letting go in the reverse. They don't want to let go. They're not going to let go. The money worshippers are not letting go. They're here in the environment. They're not surrendering. They're looking at the 10 of Pentacles that belong to the twin flames. So what they're doing is they're sabotaging the Merkaba, your light body, because most of us have medicine in our body. So apparently there's graphene or nanobots or something in there that they can activate or program or drive to affect the mind and the actions that you're taking. So be very careful. I made a video the other day, and it seems to me that I was kind of pushed into doing something in error. And then, so this is what it was like for them to sabotage the light body. Now, I'm gathering information. Every time I have an experience, I have to study it and then, gain awareness. And when it first occurs, we're like, ew. But then, we have to develop, We have to collect information and before we can draw conclusions, right? So the power of three, who worship money, they're not letting go. They're really wanting this 10 of Pentacles that belongs to the twin flames. They've been exploiting the Queen of Cups, this divine feminine. And this little nasty right here, your rival, has been mimicking the key, which is you. And they've been using you for sudden wealth. It's like you're the key. You are the goddess of time. You're the one who can create timelines and all that good stuff. And these a-holes they need you. They need you. They need those gifts and those abilities. Their timeline ability to manifest timelines and stuff is severely decreased because God is removing from them the light. They don't want to let go of the money. The money's coming to you. But what they do with this medicine, apparently, is they sabotage the Merkaba. And they disconnect us, from the upper dimensional communications system. Right now, what I'm feeling is like a desire to fight. And, the inclination is to attack my protection. And so it's wild to me how this sabotage is so subtle, and yet still it activates this, so you might be sensing that as well. And it could very well be that your twin flame wants to go fight somebody, kick their ass. It could just very well be that your soul wants to as well. You've been through thousands of years of this crap, and they've been dropping you like a hot potato right before you're supposed to go in and get your reward. And it's been like this for thousands of years. It's supposed to be different this time. I've heard this is a total reset, not just a partial, but I don't know. For me, thousands of years, it seems like I've been in this position many times, but at the last minute, I get kicked the F out. And then, of course, they choose somebody else. Why? I guess because I have an attitude and a big belly. We got a miracle there. They could be looking 10 of Pentacles, twin flames, dreams come true. Get what you want, independent woman. They want what you got coming to you. This is your song. This is your miracle. This is your stuff, and they want it. Your strength is here. You remain very strong, very courageous through this digital whisper, through this exploitation of this kind of stuff. And you know, the thing is that I don't know, like there could be some politicians or some other people who did some things in a bedroom with a loving person that they were then exploited for. But there's been a transformation, and she's leaving, and they're being warned. Whatever. So she remains strong through this digital whisper, the apple. And the law is coming for the apple. The apple, the daughters of Eden are getting justice. Using your natural talent, or maybe your talent was mysterious. Maybe it is mysterious. Maybe it's confusing people, right? Hidden, secretive stuff from long, long ago when they first took you out and then replaced you with copycat. Ew, I'm better than you, bitch. I can do you better than you. You're just a little crybaby rival that gets a knife. And then you get to do the porn, and then you get to send it all over the universe. You're just a goyim little hoe, right? A little pony that everybody gets to ride until you die, right? Oh, it's just lovely the way these people use us like that. They're running away now because you've ascended, and you've brought, you could have brought photographic evidence, irrefutable evidence on the way they were making their money, keeping you alone, siphoning off of you, manipulating your spirit, your life. And now we've got in divine timing, there is divine intervention for this snake. This snake is going to get effed at. And they're gonna, what, as you expected or as you hoped, they will be in eternal regret. This old forgotten person from long, long ago, they've been having a fabulous time tracking you through your reincarnations and giving you that suffering that will earn them the reward, right? When you get up to the top of that mountain and they get to push you back down and say they did it by themselves yet again, and you're just a prostitute, right? Men? Yes. And then they send you back down for some more of this because they're oh so fucking loving, right? They're not letting go. This is all they can see. You know what they remind me of? They remind me of a dog I once had. Whenever my dog would see another dog, she would go red, man. She would go slamming her face into the windows. And nothing I could do. I bought a shock collar and I shocked her on the highest one, and she didn't faze her. These people are driven like that. It's like they cannot see clearly anything else except for those shiny little coins, your shiny little soul. They're enthralled with the golden light of your being, and they want to feed on it because that's the only way they can stay alive. They're dead. The only value they ever have is trading your soul in for money and then benefiting off of your slavery. I can't stand old men like this. And they get older and older and older because they siphon the life out of everything pure and then extend their own miserable existence, their pleasure of driving people into failure. They're overloaded right now because you divorced them. You're like, out of here. Get out of here. You don't give a shit about them. They gambled you, and now you got your guard up. You're like, do it yourself, man. Get the hell out of here. Go get a job. Do it yourself. But they don't know how because they never did it themselves before. They've always been relying on other people to get it done and then blaming other people when it was done wrong. I'm the big wig. I'm the one who knows everything. Yeah, you were never qualified, man. It's so sick. And you know the sickening thing about it is they're not even good actors. It was all an illusion, a magical illusion cast while they were exploiting your womb, your powerful energy. Sweet talking. So now the sweet talker is overloaded because you cut them out of your life. The sweet talker's on overload. They might be trying to come and sweet talk you. They took a gamble and you got your guard up. You're like, hey, I don't think so, buddy. You're going to have to go find somebody else. Go. Hey, I'll tell you what. Go have her help you. So you got a mirror, a reflection. She's looking for key people. Maybe you have discovered the key people. Divine Feminine. So this hoe bag and her pimp who is pimping you. So this is an actual prostitute. But she swapped places with Divine Feminine because this asshole, who isn't actually a king of cups, decided to prostitute her energy and her flesh, whatever, and he can't undo it. He decided to torment her, and now all of that shit's coming back on him. You know why? Because the Divine Feminine was the key to their illusionary miracle life of pleasure and luxury. They were mirroring the Divine Feminine and pretending that they were her. Look at this nasty. That nasty ain't no Divine Feminine. She's a conniving, evil bitch. She will cut you with no problem whatsoever. She was mirroring the key, which is you, Divine Feminine. We do have a Queen of Pentacles here, and we've got some speculation. She could be speculating. She could be chasing away people who are seeking to encounter you, or she could be chasing quick gains and coming for an encounter. It's not over yet. They're still out there. Just because they're quieter doesn't mean they're any less dangerous. As a matter of fact, they're probably more dangerous now because there's fewer of them and the risk is greater. Right? Shady. So there's going to be an encounter. We've got a Queen of Pentacles chasing quick gains. We have an encounter here. Shady mask wearer wanting to mirror. Be careful. She's providing financially for this endeavor. Queen of Cups is in the recent past. Others had the power over her in this freaking bedroom, siphoning off of her sacral. So much. She probably couldn't even have children. She's not having reckless sex. Empty effing room. These ones, so they had power. Look, so they could have been coming in and siphoning off of her sacral. All these people could have been coming in from an unseen. I know they were doing that to me, coming in, and then I would cry as they did it. And oh, look at her cry. Oh, yeah, fucking bitch. As her partner was pulling the energy out of my sacral. These unseen fucking sorcerers and their little witches, yeah. May they all receive what they deserve. They certainly owe me. They owe me over 20 years of energy, you bitches. You owe me children. You owe me energy. Now they're feeling like shit. There's a warning. You've transformed. You've changed. You're moving on. There's death here for those who were seeking help. Oh no, we need support. Oh no, invisible forces of help are here. And they're seeking help. Those who are mimicking you, siphoning your sacral, this mirror, siphoning the sacral off of the key, Divine Feminine. Mimicking the energy, the identity, irreversible, impossible to reverse what they have done here with this mask. You're getting a new beginning. There's death to the shadow. Death to the shadow. They're not you. They're not you. It was never you. All of the shit that they've been doing for all of these recycled lifetimes was not you. It was never you. But they knew who you were. And at the age of 2, 3, 4, they sent in nasty Jack to fuck you up. Over and over again. And then when it came time to die, they would do it all over again. Only gain. And then they'd burn you, right? The more they could damage the soul, the greater the wealth. They gave everybody a twist. Toxic lifestyle. King of Cups, third-party whore, enjoying happy endings and rewards that were brought or earned on the suffering of this Queen of Cups. That he was exploiting and allowing he prostituted her energy. It was an empty room. There was no reckless sex. The fucker sent in astral travelers to prostitute the energy and draw off of the sacral. Lifetime after lifetime, they've been calling these divine feminines prostitutes when most of them are celibate because they're so sickened by the energy of these pieces of shit claiming to be loving men. But they're actually happy single. They really like the Jezebel, and they really like to torment divine women. And they like to leave you alone. They like to dress you up to fuck up your energy while you're here alone. Decades and decades go by when you're alone, but all of this motherfucker brings in all of his nasty jacks to prostitute the energy, to torment single women, and then what? To dress up this mirror so that she can go out and have reckless sex with others, and then they can bring that energy back and lay it on her. Don't fucking say my name. Don't ever say my name. I'm sick of hearing it. And you know the sick thing about it is that these pieces of shit, they feel like they can just say my name and demand my attention any old time they want. I'm like, bitch, I don't know you. Get the fuck out of my energy. Because I don't give a shit what happens to you. Power of 3. Money worshippers. They're accustomed to the lifestyle that your soul value has provided them. Yeah. They're all up. They don't want to let go. They're all up in their feelings because you're detached. You're ghosting them. Ten of Pentacles, twin flames, you're getting a miracle. You're a powerful, independent woman. You are free. You are a leader, and you're taking the initiative here to sing your soul song. You're connected with the Most High. You're singing your praises. You got your angel wings. These people couldn't keep you down. You transformed. You changed. You like the chrysalis of the caterpillar. You came out, and you're like, hey, what's up, homie? He wants to ride that pony. So you're saying goodbye to those who love to hate you. Goodbye. Good the F-I. Nobody needs that in their life. Goodbye to those who love to hate. So these ones don't want to let go. Or maybe the power of 3 is doing magic because they want your money, but you're not letting go. They could be up in their feelings because you've detached from them. Your courage and your strength pulled you through this digital whisper bullshit artistry regarding their pornography that they were broadcasting throughout the universe of you. You're the apple, the daughter of Eden, the daughter of a lion. The law is going to be served to these ones. I heard God say that every nasty thing that they did to you from the beginning to the end, and that's for thousands of years, will be done to them. They will experience every nasty thing that was done to you. And it might even be worse because they were really digging it, the cruelty of it. They're not getting their wish. Their law is being dealt on behalf of the apple, the daughter of Eden. Daughters, because they have transformed and been illuminated. These ones are using medicines to try to sabotage the Merkaba, which is your light body, your chariot, that connects your spirit and your body to the upper realms, to the truth. They're trying to hijack the Merkaba. They're not going to get their wish. Justice is being delivered on behalf of the apple, the rose, and the trump cards. You just take it as it resonates, guys. These people are trying to cope. Oh my God. Because you love yourself and they didn't want any strings with you. And it's like, you know what? Fine. They wanted fake busy and now it's like, oh, I miss you. But no. They left you alone and now they're being rejected. Their love messages are being rejected. Because why? You've got spiritual gifts that have them running. The psycho is running and they're going to the police station. So the psycho is running from the police. We're closing this cycle of them consuming and feeding on the apple. Your soul, your womb of power, your sacral. This is bad news. These who are sex addicted are effed up over you. And it's like, who cares, honey? The spiritual guru, yeah, he's going down south too. They're unemployed. They got bad credit. They were backstabbing and knifing everybody. They were lying, love bombing, fucking, killing, whatever the hell, shedding blood, licking the knife, whatever, you sicker fuckers. These ones are having massive regrets over how they treated family because you're free now. You're free. You're free of, you've learned your lesson of bumping heads and you're done. You're done. You're a beloved child of the Most High. You are seen as a twin flame and he is sick and tired of what these guys are doing to your energy, to your Merkaba, to your purpose, to your freedom to be here as who you are. The thug, doing love spells, sleeping with everybody on the job, muddying the sacred essence of intimate encounter. Everybody's looking like they're sleeping with everybody else. It's all the same freaking energy because these guys go out, hundreds of them, get up and do their little gang thing. And it's like everybody's pouring all their energy into one woman. And then they divvy it up. It's sick. So they're spying on the queen bee from secret accounts. They were these tricksters, these illusionists, these side hustlers, because they're under pressure. They're under pressure. They're under pressure, and it could be that divine masculine is getting married. They're trying to get readings on somebody. They're heartbroken. Look, Jezebel and their little pimp there, they're not happy. They're getting readings on you. Oh no, but they're blocked. They're not getting any. They're not getting shit. Shocking news. Yeah, Mr. My Way, who wanted romance my way, used marriage as a trap. And now you're turning your back on them. Divine Feminine is turning their back, and they're getting a firestorm of karma. And there's a bunch of funerals happening over the history of what they've done. And now they're feeling like a jackass. They're feeling ashamed, but it's too late, man. It's too fucking late. It's been thousands of years. And their true colors that were secret are now seen. And they're going to go round and round and round because they left you hanging. They kept sacrificing you and forcing you back through another cycle over and over and over again. It's seen. The truth is seen. This Jezebel. Now they're going to get to do it. They get to do it, and now they get to deal with what happened to you. You're praying for a new GPS, and you're getting it. A life of luxury. Those people, whoever married you and then did all this shit to you is losing sleep because there is big time legal matters. They cannot compensate for not only what they've done to you, but what they've done to all the little ones, as they die and then get reborn and die and get reborn, and then they brutalize them as a child, and then they drive them into alcohol or drugs, and then they convict them deceitfully of being losers, and we're the best. What do they call it? The most highly created creature. Yeah, you're a creature, all right. You're a creature, all right. But you're unlike any damn creature God ever created, because there's certainly no divinity in that fucking creature. No, that dog is better than that. These ones who hate dogs, they don't like the way they smell and all this other stuff. Man, dogs have so much more freaking compassion and courtesy and love in them than these nasty pieces of crap. They sit there and think they're the supreme race when they are actually the total opposite in equal measure. They got these grandiose thoughts of themselves, but try flipping it to the south node, and that's truly what it is. It's sick. And you've had a glow up. You've had a glow up. So they're getting cut off. Your soul came back online. You've had a glow up. They want to come in. They're taking a risk. They want to come in and sweet talk you. They're overloaded. In the challenge position, we've got the rival with the 5 of Swords. The rival is seeking sudden wealth. And there's a mirror here wanting to mimic the key, who is the divine feminine. They need you. Your soul came back on. And in the challenge position, you've got this mirror. She is... Look at her. She's serious. She's like, bitch, I'm going to take you out. And you're like, no, you're not, bitch. No, you're fucking not. There's only one divine feminine here who is the key. And you deserve better, divine feminine. You deserve better. You're the key to everything. They lost their dream come true when they came for you. They were exploiting you for centuries. And every time you were born, as soon as you came up into some kind of an awareness, they would traumatize you. But you glowed up, despite their best efforts to just shatter your soul and mind and heart. This evil bitch. You're still who you are. And they're still who they are. You're the key. And you deserve better. You're going to get better. You're going to get better. So we got a Queen of Pentacles here. Queen of Pentacles, chasing quick gains. Or she could be offering security regarding those who are chasing quick gains. Take it as it resonates, because it's right here. Queen of Pentacles could be chasing, or she could be protecting your soon-to-be encounter from those who are chasing. Those shady mask wearers wanting to mirror you. Take it as it resonates. She could be protecting your union. Or she could be somebody, this mirror. Not too certain about that yet. Because I'm not too certain where we're all going to wind up, you know. So we got never meant enough. Talking to the void. You're like, I'm not talking to you. And cycle repeat. So they're on cycle repeat. You're about ready to encounter somebody. Somebody wants to encounter you. The shady mask wearer never meant enough. They've been mirroring you. You're about ready to encounter your person. You could be the Queen of Pentacles with the Ace of Pentacles here. Maybe you are the Queen of Pentacles. You're about ready to meet your person, your true twin flame. And these slavers with this reckless sex crap, you were never doing reckless sex. There was no opportunity. No people. There was nobody in your room. It was an empty room. They could have been exploiting people who may have done you a thing as a child. Maybe that's why they're able to exploit these business people, these mask-wearing business people. Because of this sacrificial game for gain that they've been in for centuries. Others had power over you. This is the end of their opportunity. There's no more reckless sex here. There's bullshit. It's not me, it's trauma. Triggering projection and inner wounds. This is the end of the trauma caused by reckless sex for the loving divine feminines. This is the end of those who are being exploited to continue hurting them. It's the end, man. We got travel plans. You transformed. You have been reborn. You've evolved through the suffering of these long, long, long lifetimes. They're feeling like shit now because you evolved and they burned the bridge. This is the final goodbye. This is the final reset. This is not a partial reset. You will not be reincarnating into the realm of these nasty freaking shitheads again. It's done. They burned the bridge. Warning. Death to the shadow. They're seeking help. They were mimicking your value, and they cannot undo what they have done. This is a permanent impact. They are not the real people. They're not you. These are shadow dwelling replacements, mirroring you. They're not the real deal. You survived. You are identifiable, and the tea is cold. You're getting a new beginning. You're walking away from the table. They burned the bridge. They're feeling like shit. They cannot come back into your world. They are probably trying to, distort your energy, distort your thought process, distort your heart, and trigger those previous wounds of infidelity, betrayal, lies, false hope, exploitation, abusive circumstances. No more drama, man. We're done. Done. It doesn't even matter. This King of Cups, Mr. Jolly Good Rancher. Oh, fuck. Yeah, Mr. Happy Ending all by myself. I had to do it all by myself. That fucker tapped into 500 vaginas or more, tagged them all, grabbed that love out of all their souls and said, ooh, I am a King of Cups. I deserve a happy ending. Why? Why? Because you tormented everybody. Now they're in torment. Piss on you, freaking King of Cups. Piss on you, you fraud. Freaking fraud. Freaking fraud. That's the King of Cups that was prostituting the fucking sacral of his Queen of Cups. She wasn't having sex with no freaking buddy. He was sending in the astral projectionist to come in and draw off of her and cause trauma. Projecting into her room. There was nobody there except for those unseen people that kept projecting into the room and taking it. Taking it. So now Mr. Happy Ending is in torment for his toxic lifestyle. Nobody gives a shit. They chose them. He chose them. He left you and he chose them. And then he dumped that shit-ass energy onto you to make it look like you. Because he had courted and connected. They were happy single. They wanted to be a whore. And then they wanted to go up to God and say, those bitches are all prostitutes. None of them are worthy of being a wife. As his fucking wife is getting freaking bled out by all these asshats that he was sending in to fucking suck off of her sacral. Suffering. Worthless piece of shit. How dare you call yourself a King of Cups? The power of 3 does not want to give up this money. They're not letting go. They're all in their feelings because you've detached. You've ghosted them. Ghosted. So money worship. They don't want to let go. So they get money by tapping into people's feelings and then ghosting them, right? By hot and cold manipulation, wearing a mask. They sleep with their enemies. These men portraying themselves as King of Cups, they're not. They're devils. They're not human. They're a replica. They sleep with their enemies, and then they draw all of the life, the eternal life, out of the womb, and all the star nations is connected to. But first they gotta separate the Merkaba so that they can play, right? That's how they make their money. So they're trying to do it. They want to put on a mask. They're all in their feelings. You've detached. They're getting whiplash. They don't know what to do. You got a 10 of Pentacles here, twin flames. You're getting a miracle. You're a fiercely independent woman. You're singing your soul song, and it's goodbye to those who love to hate you. Goodbye to those who hate you. Goodbye. Used and discarded. They used you and they discarded you. These toxic ties that always kept coming back. They're here now. They want to get right back in your energy. So there's a Queen of Pentacles here. We've got an encounter. I'm telling you, whoever's been fighting for this, I don't know, man, if it can be trusted. There's this, you're getting a new beginning. There's no more drama here, but you got a twin flame there. It's goodbye. I don't know with how this is gonna look. You remain courageous and strong through this digital whisper. You're the apple. You've brought forward all of the wisdom necessary. You survived. You're identifiable. You brought forth all of the wisdom that was happening to you and happening to others. This exploitation crap, and they're not gonna get their wish anymore because you have been illuminated and you're illuminating the truth. They're losing their wish. They're losing their dream come true because you have transformed and evolved through this suffering. And you've got some obsessed folks out here. They're freaking psychotic individuals going wacko because they want to get you back in chains. They want to get you back in chains. Look, nothing adds up. Look how serious she is. We need to get our slave back. She's a vicious. She's having a really hard time keeping her face straight without your energy. She needs to get her supply back. She's losing her smile. Isn't that too bad? How dare he present himself as an upright King of Cups? This shadow dweller, this fake human. There's death here for him, this fraud. Your soul came back online. You glowed up. You deserve better. You're a divine feminine. You are key. You are necessary. And these assholes have been unaliving you and exploiting you and treating you like a freaking whore for centuries. Leaving you alone. They got magical ways to do that. Astral projecting. These bastards come in unseen. Give you a dream lover experience. Maybe they have an astral camera that can capture both scenes at the same freaking time and then film it and then send it throughout the universe. It's a trick. A scheme to deceive you, deception, gaslighting, manipulation. So somebody's trying to trick you now. Hiding from you. So they're trying to hide the truth. Somebody wants, they see your great fortune. They see your great luck. They see your golden light. And they see your source connection and they want to tap into that because without you, they don't have source connection. They captured you as a prisoner of war thousands of years ago, and they want to get you back. This mirror chose to make you opposition. They were using you to gain sudden wealth. The key. Divine feminine. You deserve better. You deserve better. You empowered everybody. You poured your golden light onto everybody, and they treated you like a whore, while propping themselves up and actually being a whore and then dropping that energy on you. That's not fun, and it's not funny, and it's not nice. Unexpected income. You're coming into unexpected income. You deserve better. We got the Queen of Pentacles here. We've got an encounter. Meet by chance. Love at first sight. We've got chasing quick gains and mirroring. Shady mask wear. Unchosen. Rejected. Talking to the void. Cycle repeat. Could be that the mirror who is marrying you is now going to do a cycle repeat. Found this other card down there. Blocked AF. Ah, blocked AF. You're blocked AF. No. Karmic bonds, unresolved issues from past life lessons, unstable relationship. So they have to cycle repeat, and they're going to have to go through their karmic lessons with these karmic bonds. They are being moved away from you. They were unchosen, rejected, and now they're talking to the void. They got to go cycle repeat. You're getting your soul came back online and you glowed up. It could be that you are the Queen of Pentacles, about ready to encounter somebody. Fall down 7, get up 8. You did not quit. Rise, determined, unbreakable. They're calling you the Phoenix. So, you weren't having reckless sex. It's like you healed from your trauma. They were projecting their own wounds onto you, hardening your temple waters by projecting this nasty energy, this angry energy, and everything foul in them onto you. And you're dispelling the illusion. They've burned the bridge. They're feeling like shit. You have transformed. You are leaving, and they're being warned that you have authority and control over your own life. There's death here for those who have been operating in the shadows. Those who are not the proper DNA, they're seeking help. They were mimicking your value. They cannot undo what they have done. And these mask wearers are in pain. The tea is cold. You're over it. The past is expired. You don't give a crap about any of these fellas or their gals, and you're getting a new beginning. It's time for you to rest, man. They've been exploiting you for centuries. It's time for you to rest. Your soul is weary. And we've got affliction, delusion, and suffering. You're getting a new beginning because of all this that they have put upon you. They wanted you institutionalized. Once they get you in the hospital, they can pump you full of all kinds of psychedelics and make you go mad into the deepest pits of hell. The tea is cold now. You're getting a new beginning for what these fake DNA people did. They're not even the real person. They've been mimicking you for thousands of years. This is sick. They can't even build their own character. They have no imagination, man. All they can do is reflect what they see because they don't have anything inside to pull from. You're about ready to take flight. Your chakras are lit up. You're about ready to take flight. You're taking off. The tea is cold. These ones are afflicted. Now they're delusional and suffering. All of that mental magic is back on them. And it could be death is knocking on their door. Death. Well, you know, they are shadow dwellers, and that's where they reside, but they play around up here, right? So the ravens are here. They're being taken away, and they're being taken away with affliction. They're going to have to try to pull themselves together. I don't know. This is going to be a big problem for them. They're mocking you. They're making a mockery of you. They're trying to make a mockery of you. So King of Cups, is a third-party whore. He's been taking credit for your love. He's been pulling love out of the vagina or the womb of women. And then at the end of it all, he says, look at all this love I have. I'm the most loving king of cops, and nobody, all these women are just little bitches. Yeah, she chose somebody else. No bullshit, artist. He just wants to be single. And he gets off on tormenting women with his schwang. He's probably spread every filthy disease known to man. He's got a cup, all right. If you want peace, prepare for war. And that's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. And you know the funny thing about it is, when these people leave you in torment, lifetime after lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, eventually they should have known by showing all of those horror movies and everything on that TV, people get desensitized after a time. But they were too busy drinking and hurting people and drunk on their own delusion of power. So we got war. We're going to war. If you want peace, prepare for war. There's going to be death here for those dwellers in the shadow. Power of 3 worships money. They don't want to let go. They're in their feelings. You detached from them. They're getting whiplash. They're having a hard time. Look, burn the bridge. They burned the freaking bridge. That's out here twice. Where is it? Where did it go? Isn't it? I saw it. Dispelling the illusion. Deception. It's a trick hidden from you. All right. I thought I saw it. There was burning the bridge. Oh, it's because it's on a different card. Burning the bridge. Burning the bridge. So they're feeling like shit. They burned the bridge. You've dispelled the illusion. Everything they put into the mirror, they will be responsible for. They burned the bridge. This mask wearer is all in their feelings and they're having whiplash because they're following y'all around and they're kind of frantic in their mind. You ghosted them. You're like, they don't want to let go, but they burned their bridges. Maybe these money worshipers aren't able to make you let go. And they're in their feelings because you're detaching from them and they burned the bridge. So you got your 10 of Pentacles, the twin flames are here. You got your miracle here. You're a fiercely independent woman and you like the deepest hole they could put you in. They didn't even know how deep you went. They thought you didn't go that deep. They did not know how deep you went. One of them said, she went deeper than I thought. Yeah, you went deep, 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 deep. And their most scary person here, that their most evil person that's standing up in the light pretending that they're an angel, they can't even go as deep as you went. They can't get that deep, which means they can't claim that space. But you did. And the people down in those deep levels, they recognize you for who you are authentically. It's you. It's not this mirror. It's you. This mirror could not get as deep as you went. And they are blocked AF. Those entities that live in that space are not going to serve this person. They know your energy. You are the key. You are the divine feminine, and everybody feels you deserve better because you are the one you're giving people unexpected income. They're getting paid by you, and they don't have to go out and be a jerk, man. Look, do not enter. Do not enter. They burned the bridge. They burned the bridge. There's no coming back from what they've done. So, you sang your song. You're a fierce, independent woman. You're connected. Singing praises. You are one with God. You're saying goodbye to those who love to hate you. They used and discarded you, and you always come back. They were complaining how you always come back. You keep reincarnating and trying, continuing to push that love up the mountain. They're like, ew. So they just like, they're going to prison. So these ones who used you and discarded you, who always came back to deliver you familiar pain of toxic ties, are going to prison. And we got Northern Lights in the reverse, so they're in full-on South Node. They're being imprisoned in South Node, and there's the courthouse. Legal matters are here. They're in trouble. Because of your courage and strength during this digital whisper, this stupid framework, this frame up, this false story. The mirror was doing orgies. Your room was empty. The mirror was doing orgies with people. And you weren't. Your room was empty. It wasn't you. It was not you. Fall down 7, get up 8. You are unbreakable, regardless of what the nasty energy that they did. That one night I was laying in bed and like all my energy, like I woke up and I was freezing to death. Like they drained my entire temple of energy. And then like the next night, they came and put that energy back on me, but it was so filthy of this nasty sex energy. It was so sick. And then I was inspected by the unseen, by I believe my mother-in-law or my protectress, could be this Queen of Pentacles. And she did a nice evaluation, and she confirmed that there had been no sexual activity, because that's not what I but these guys they do that transference of sin, that kaparot or whatever, that's baneful magic and stuff. They did that. They do that. That's how they've been getting on. They put the names of the babies in a jar, and then they transfer the sin of the world into the jar, and they tell this kid or these kids and these people, their parents, that they're all sinners, and it's because all of their damn names are in a damn jar. Their number, whatever. So the apple has gained wisdom regarding this sexual deviancy, and the law is here. The lawyer, the judge, the police. These ones are not going to get what they wish, because you have illuminated the truth. You have brought forward a discovery, and people are awakening to the fact that this has been going on. You got folks obsessed. Look at them. They're freaking psycho. They want to take you out. They don't want to let go. Look at this. Power of 3. They don't want to let go. There's something wrong with their mind. There's something wrong. They're not getting their wish. They are not getting their wish because you survived, you're identifiable, and you're telling the truth. Queen of Pentacles, I think, is watching out, is protecting your encounter, your what you're gonna meet up with. We got a pleasant message and good news. You're starting a new journey, finding your true self, and following your heart. You are spiritually cleansed. These nasty jacks keep complaining that you have been sanctified. God washed away the sin that they had covered you in, the blame and the shame of their disgusting lifestyle, that you had been carrying the blame and paying the karmic debt for every lifetime for centuries. Well, you're getting a new journey. You are spiritually cleansed, and this is a pleasant, good news. Pleasant good news, right? So those who are doing love spells, mocking you, trying to cover stuff up, they got bad health. They're in bad health now. God help anyone who disrespects the queen. You may very well be the queen. This King of Cups was supposed to protect you and to partner with you, to love you, but instead they prostituted your energy, if not your flesh, and then they took credit for all of the love that you poured into the world while they were prostituting everybody. Their masks are infinite. They have many, many masks. So we've got expectation, waiting, hope, elimination of evil, and soul activation. So the evil is being like these evil attachments that have been sabotaging the Merkaba through these medicines, I believe. Now, these guys are doing that to everybody. They're trying to sabotage the Merkaba, which is the light body. They want to sever the connection of the light body with the upper dimensional Star Nation Soul Tribe so that you don't receive your messages. Or they want to damage your chariot so that you're not able to receive. And then they want to hex and curse your crown. But you got spiritual cleansing rituals, or perhaps things, and they can't stick their rage or their confusion on you. They can't stick it on you because everything you're doing in your life is cutting through the illusion. You can see the face of the fraud. So honor what is ending. It's okay to start over and over and over again. To rise. You got your wings, and you're going to have a house because you carry the healing frequency that the world needs. The world needs you. And these who are doing black magic on you, they're not going to get what they want. What they want doesn't want them. And hope doesn't stop the karmic wheel from turning. You're receiving a gift. You are the divine flower. And you went eye to eye with the demons within. You went eye to eye with the demons. And now you get to leave. This is your last lifetime story. You have graduated at the top of your class. You survived and you are identifiable. You have illuminated the truth of everything that has been going on here with this sexual deviancy regarding contracts and these ones who unalive their star and replace them with a devil for money. Keep up the vision. Continue to dream. Your third eye is open. You're achieving your goals. Trust the process. See into the future with prophetic dreams and clarity should be coming up here. You are the dream weaver. Create your own reality. Sit, watch, observe, then make your move. Whatever these guys did, it's about to backfire on them. Their plans have failed, and they're experiencing a backlash and a counteraction. Karma. They went the wrong way. They went the wrong way. and you can't fix them. They were saying that the Divine Mother was the antidote. They went the wrong way. You can't fix them. You've tried. You've tried. For thousands of years, they've been siphoning off of your womb, off of your sacral, considering you their trapped antidote. And they lost you. They lost you. They're getting exposed. Reflections, changing of the tides. The secrets of the shadow are getting exposed. And we got the white bull here, the masculine energy, the powerful, dominant, fiery energy, leadership, authority, rules, strong command with ancient teachings and an illuminated mind. We got some powerful divine masculines here now, tearing it up. This stupid power struggle with the ego versus the heart versus the loving. Yeah. So you're no longer in an ocean of suffering, and it's about time for you to come into sudden wealth, because you no longer care about those people who don't care about you. You don't care about those people who care about you. It's game over. The evil entity has gone back. It's game over. And there's no more lighting of the candles for this thief. There's death. Because resilience is your superpower. Surviving and thriving under harsh conditions. Adaptability built for survival. Intentional living and self-sufficient. You are tapped into the infinite flow of the universe. You are the most highly created creature. You're an organic, original human being, a transmitter, receiver, communication device of the divine. You are the most high created creature, and that is why everybody else is going away. You have energetic grounding. As I mentioned, you went into the deepest layer, far deeper than even their nastiest shadow dweller could go. And you planted your roots there, claimed the space. And everybody that is there is now, they're getting paid to protect the innocent from these ones, from what I understand, because of all of these lies. So those people, F what they say. They're giving verbal abuse. F what they say. They're lying. Your spirit guides are your shield. So whatever they're saying, their words are not sticking to you. Their word magic won't affect you. We got no honor among thieves, cannot be trusted, corruption, criminals, robbery, fraud, scandal, extortion, and foolish plans. They can no longer see. They're no longer tapped into your gifts. They don't have third eye sight. And we got the world here. We're taking a step back. We're withdrawing, evaluating, reflecting, gaining a new perspective, and justice is coming. So it could very well be that you need to take a step back, because justice is about ready to strike. Now, I saw some stuff about the sun. The sun has been, we got some earth-facing explosions that recently came off the sun. In the next couple of days, we should be really feeling that. You may have some emotional stuff try to come up off of you. So just be aware of that. And just know that if you are having thoughts of vengeance, because man, I was having some like detailed, really awful things were going through my mind, and I thought, oh my goodness, is this me? And no, Just like the empath picks up on the atmosphere of the community, we also pick up on those thoughts that are about vengeance. And if you are tapped into God and the family of that is here delivering karmic return right now, you're probably picking up on those returns and the thoughts about those returns, which could be a little disturbing. So don't claim that as your own personal thought, okay? Because like me, I know vengeance isn't mine. And I'll repeat it. Over 20 years, they RAP'd my mind 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, while draining my temple of energy. They kept taking it. And then putting death energy into the 50% that I had remaining so that I had to transmute it. It was a horrid affair. But just remember that not everything that moves through you belongs to you. You have the opportunity to choose what you will accept as your own. If you're experiencing some nasty thoughts going through your head, you can say, hey, those aren't my thoughts. I'm picking up on them, but they do not get to run through this mind all day long and generate themselves a little freaking highway. No. So what you got to do is you got to counter it. You got to switch it. Like if they're saying something like, you never meant enough, then you could say something like, what? I don't know, man. What would you say? It's okay that other people want to take a different path. And while it hurts us and it can really cause us a soul shattering. And that's the intention, I think, for a lot of these things. Apparently they get paid for that. But if somebody rejects you, then it's because they're not in alignment with you. And if you were happy when they came and then they went somewhere else, they weren't in alignment with you. But when they left, they all of a sudden seem happy and you all of a sudden seem sad. It's because they swapped energy with you. So if you keep having these thoughts that nobody loves me, that was a download that may have been dropped into your vessel with one of these reckless sex things that this Queen of Cups wasn't having because there was nobody in the room. It wasn't her. It was just trauma from them tapping into her sacral while she was laying in bed alone or whatever. Of course, it could have been something more. Take it as it resonates. All of our stories are different. But anyway, we got Divine Feminine, deserves better, and she's coming into unexpected income. You are the great big golden nugget. Your soul came back online. You have glowed up. Burning bridges, burning bridges. It's done. The people that are obsessed with you are not getting their wish because the law is here on behalf of the apple, the daughter of Eden, because you've illuminated the truth. Your soul came back online and you've illuminated everything that has been happening to you. They're in trouble. You're getting a new journey. Take flight. Take flight and new beginning. Walking away from the table. So I earlier I was like, when I said, I'm like, will I ever meet my person? Am I going to be alone forever? And I've got like, no, I'm never going to meet my person. And I'm like, right? So then I go to the store. Let me show you. Let me show you what I do when I'm feeling a little bit down and gloomy, and I think nobody's ever gonna love me, as it has always been, and I'm 60 this year, so it's like just fine. Look what I got. I found this. I have not ever seen this. Look what I got. Wild Rose deodorant. Isn't that fabulous? I have never seen a Wild Rose deodorant like that. And then I got some Emperor's Puer, a rich, malty, ancient fermented tea. And apparently, it has high caffeine. So I'm going to have some of that tomorrow. And then look what I got. Of course, this is always a go-to. You got to have some of that, right? Oh, and here's something else. Oh, of course, you got to have some of that. When you're old, you got to have some of that, right? Because that's the good stuff. You want to try to stay away from those synthetic medicines as much as you can. Arnica's natural. And then look what I got, guys. I got chloroxygen. I have never seen this, but it's traditionally used for blood and energy support, to purify the blood, to oxygenate the blood. And then I got this one because this is, look, man, I need some of that. I need some of that like right now. I need some of that right now. But here's the one thing that I really like. This stuff. Check it out. It's got flowers in it. To half a cup of that in your bath. It's got Epsom salt, Himalayan pink salt, essential oils of rose, lavender, and organic raspberry leaf, rosemary, chamomile, lemongrass, bay, peppermint, and sage leaves, orange peel, and cloves. Doesn't that sound nice? 100% natural. Well, hey, everybody, that's the read, and those are my presents because I felt really bad, and I felt like I deserved something nice. So I gave it to myself, and I hope you treat your inner divine nicely because you have been through some terrible things. And that's it. That's the end of it. Because you're unbreakable, you're determined. You fell down in this. It's not me, it's trauma. The inner wounds. You fell down, you learned your lesson. You made it. You've dispelled the illusions. And they've burnt the bridge. They burnt the bridge. God's no longer listening to them as though they have any kind of, ethical concerns for the living. Alrighty then. See you on the next one, everybody.